the brave heart of Uva, Keppetipola Disawe. In the misty hills of Uva, among green tea bushes and waterfalls, year of 1818, a boy named Monarawila Keppetipola was born. He came from a proud Kandyan family, known from childhood for his calm voice, sharp mind, and fearless heart. As he grew, Keppetipola became an official in the Kandyan kingdom. He protected villages, settled disputes, and was loved for his fairness. Villager. Our Disawe brings justice to all. Keppetipola. A leader must serve his people, not rule them by fear. But dark times came. The British took over the island in 1815, ending the Kandyan kingdom. Many chiefs accepted British rule, but Keppetipola watched silently, his heart heavy. Keppetipola, thinking, how long can our people live without freedom? In 1818, the people of Uva and Walasa rose against the British. The British ordered Keppetipola Disawe to go and stop the rebels. British officer, persuade them to surrender or destroy them. Keppetipola rode into Uva with his men. But when he met the rebels, he saw their passion for freedom and realized they were right. He took off his British uniform, which he wore as an official, and raised the Golden Lion banner of Kandy. Keppetipola, I fight not for the crown, but for my country. From that day, Keppetipola became the leader of the Uva Rebellion. He gathered farmers, monks, and soldiers to stand together. Keppetipola, our strength lies not in weapons, but in unity and courage. The rebels attacked British garrisons and regained several villages. Women carried food to the fighters. Monks blessed them with Pirith chants. Monk, may the triple gem protect you, sons of Sri Lanka. The British responded with brutal force. They burned villages, destroyed harvests, and punished anyone who helped the rebels. Keppetipola, angrily, even in defeat we will not bow to cruelty. Keppetipola and his men hid in the dense jungles of Uva, using the land to their advantage, striking suddenly and disappearing into the mist. The British called him the Lion of the Hills. After months of battle, food and weapons ran low. One night, a captured rebel revealed the secret hiding place to the British. Betrayed by one of his own, Keppetipola was surrounded and captured. The British bound him in chains and took him to Kandy prison. Even as a prisoner, he stood tall and calm. British officer, why did you rebel? Keppetipola, because no man should live as a slave on his own soil. In the colonial court, the British charged him with treason. But Keppetipola spoke boldly of justice and patriotism. Keppetipola, you may rule by power, but we live by honor and faith. The judge declared the death sentence. Yet Keppetipola bowed politely and thanked his captors for treating him with respect. Keppetipola, I die from my motherland. My spirit will live in her hills. On the morning of execution, he bathed, prayed, and tied the sacred thread around his wrist. He walked proudly to the gallows, chanting, Budum Saranam Gakami. As the noose was placed around his neck, he looked up at the sky. Keppetipola, my body will perish, but freedom will one day rise again. A hush fell. Moments later, Sri Lanka lost one of her bravest sons. When news reached Uva, men and women cried openly. Years later, his skull, taken to England for study, was returned to Sri Lanka as a mark of respect. Today it rests in the Colombo Museum, a symbol of sacrifice. As the wind blows through the hills of Uva, it seems to carry his voice. Love your land. Stand for truth. Never bow to injustice. A true hero fights not for glory, but for the freedom and dignity of his people.